Hi, so we're unpacking the 6-piece Erbauer EXT battery kit. So far we've unpacked the angle grinder, 70 quid without the batteries. Not a problem, because if you get the 6-piece you get 3 batteries with a dual battery charger. According to all the reviews, the 4 amp hour batteries that this 6-piece comes with last for about an hour or so, depending on use that you're doing it with, but basically saying even with heavy use you normally get about an hour's run time, so lighter use a lot more. The recharge time on them is advertised, and all the reviews said 50 minutes for the 4 amp hour, 30 to 40 minutes for the 2 amp hour, and they do a 5 amp hour as well, but apparently that takes 60 minutes to recharge, but it's going to last longer as well. So with 50 minutes recharge time, you really shouldn't ever run out of battery power if you've got power on site. If not, this kit's coming with 3 batteries. In theory, you should get at least 3 hours battery out of it all. Battery power out of it all. So yeah, 3 hours battery. If you're using hammer tools or anything like that, you don't want to be using it much more than 3 hours anyway through the day. We've unpacked the kit. What I'd like to show you now is the pockets that the batteries all come in, and then we'll start bringing everything out. So lift it out. Hopefully you'll be able to see this, but yeah, basically we've got 3 batteries, 1, 2, 3, in a nice little kit there. Nice little pockets, 1 for each. And then we've got the battery charger over at this side with a little pocket for the lead and everything else. So hopefully you can see that. It's not too dark, but yeah. So, let's get the charger out first. The reviews say it's quite a noisy charger, because it's got fans built in to assist cooling the batteries and keeping them cool while it's charging. First look, let me just unroll the cable. Right, let's see how long the lead is. Normally a standard 2 metre lead. Yep, 2 metres, plug to there, 2 metres. The cord grip's internal, so you're not going to get any of that breaking on the end of a rubber grip, so I quite like that. Quite often they put like a little rubber thing like you get on end of mobile phone chargers that make it look like it's going to be a little bit more sturdy. Actually, it ends up as a weak point. That looks like it's okay. It's double insulated, it's a 2-core cable going to it, it's double insulated, so it's all fine. Looks like it's quite robust. I mean, I wouldn't like to drop it from heights, and I'm not going to do that just to test it for you. Standard 13 amp plug top. 2 charging ports. Sorry, a bit of glare there. 2 charging ports. And turn it around this way so that the glare's not affecting it. We've got the standard, what do the lights mean? So we've got high temperature here, battery knackered there, charging down here, fully charged there, and they relate to, I'm guessing, these lights here that are at the side of each charging point. They look like lights anyway, they've got like a clear thing. Now it's meant to be quite loud when we plug it in, so let's plug it in and see. No batteries in it, I'm expecting it to be quite quiet. Oh, no, it did fire up for a second, but then it's stopped. So the batteries themselves, let me put this down for a second. 3 of them, as I said, with this kit, 4 amp hour, 18 volt lithium ion. Basically, the reviews are saying that the 4 amp hour are a really good battery to use. The 2 amp hour lacked a bit of power when going through heavy materials, but the 5 amp hour, if you're constantly using heavy materials, is the best battery to get. But mid-range, 4 amp hour, perfectly suitable. Let's plug in. Should say weight wise, I'd say it's just shy of about half a kilo, or maybe thereabouts. Don't know if you can hear that. So it's quite loud. Let me plug another one in. Yeah, definitely kicking off now. And you can see, and what I've also noticed as I'm putting it in, the batteries have a battery charge indicator there. So I'm guessing if I press on it, yeah, if I press on the battery, it tells me 1 to 4 how much charge there is in. So altogether, quite a good bit of kit. The flashing lights might do your head in, because they are, I mean, you don't sit there watching them all, but you wouldn't want to charge your batteries up in the living room with this noise and then blinking away. So it's definitely one for charging on site, where the noise will be drowned out by the other noise. But all in all, looks good. The one thing I will say about the batteries as well, I've noticed, there's like little vents here. You'd maybe want to make sure that they keep clear, because it's meant to have a keep cool technology with a little fan built into them to assist them. Hopefully last a while because of the keep cool technology. Enemy of lithium ion batteries is extreme heat and cold. So if you're keeping them in your van on a night, sometimes a little bit dodgy unless you're keeping them in a nice little case that's going to keep the chill off them, stop them going from below -0. That's primarily why lithium ion batteries fail. Extremes in temperatures that they're exposed to, both during use and also in storage. Lithium ion, the one advantage of lithium ion is you charge them up, you can leave them for a month, they don't really lose charge, not like the old NiCad technologies or anything like that which discharge over time. These hold it. Yeah, good little technology, but very temperature sensitive, and most people whose tools get the moan about battery usage and batteries failing prematurely tends to be because they're not storing them in the correct places or the correct temperatures. It is always worth bringing them in, especially considering, I mean, even for this one, which is a cheaper end of the market, for a battery charger plus batteries, you're looking at minimum £60, and that's just for one battery. Start adding to it 120 quid for a dual charger and double batteries. Starts getting expensive if you're having to replace that every year. So yeah, good. Let's get on with the rest of the unpacking.